Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another live stream. My name is Hazik. Hopefully, the audio and the that was just my live stream starting on my end, so you can ignore that. But hopefully, you're all doing good. The markets are recovering a little bit. We are in anticipation of the alt season returning in January. We had a fake out in December, or you could say just a very, very quick alt season. Welcome, Cliche. Welcome, Ross. How are you guys doing? Hot and sunny in New Zealand. Well, I wish it was hot and sunny where I'm at. And I want to welcome all of the new patrons that have joined recently. If you guys still haven't checked out our Patreon, the link is down below in the description. You can get 7 days off, and you can access all of our content there for completely free. You can get access to all of our portfolios, all of our low cap gems that we've covered there. So make sure to look into that. And like I said, the link is down below in the description. But Bitcoin is showing signs of life, and we're going to take a look at a few key levels we want to hold here on the weekly chart, and then we're going to take a look at a coin that we got into on Patreon, and we're up 3x on it already. Hello from Greece. Hello. I don't think I have a lot of viewers from Greece, but welcome abroad, or welcome aboard, not abroad. I've been to Greece. Where are you in Greece, my friend? I loved Greece. And of course, you can send your altcoin request. We'll take a look at your altcoins. All right, so let's take a look at Bitcoin. This is the weekly chart, and I've got two Fibonacci retracements here. The first one is this smaller one that's set up from the bottom in August all the way up to the top in March 2024. The 1.618 here is sitting at $94,500. That was our technical target from this fractal, and we got to that target. We even broke past it, and now we're coming back from above the 1.618, and we're trying to hold it as support. So $94,500 is a really important level. The other level that you want to keep in mind is, and we spoke about this on the live stream yesterday, the 1.272 on this larger fib that's set up from the bottom in November 2022 and the top in November 2021, and that's at 96,300. So that area there is going to be very important, and then below you have 87,000, 82,000, and 82,000 actually is where the 20 EMA on the weekly chart is. Let's go to the Bitcoin chart over here. And let's add the, okay, so we have the 200 EMA. I want to add the 100 EMA as well. I thought I had it somewhere. Okay. Not sure what. Okay. I think we're experiencing a little bit of a lag here. Hello, Densite. Is the stream back on properly? Okay, we should be back. There we go. Was a little bit of a lag. It's really bad weather where I'm at, so it's possible the network could be going through some difficulties because of the snowfall. I mean, I think we're sitting at 20 centimeters of snow. All right, so this is the weekly chart. Yes, but not flawless. Hello, Densight. Hello, Elorm. How are you guys doing? So, okay, it is lagging a little bit again. We're gonna add the 100 EMA here. I just want to have, these are the main EMAs that I use. So the 100. Oh, okay. So the 100, the 200, the 55, and the 20 EMAs are the main ones that I use. Then for short-term bounces, what you can be using is the 35 EMA. Okay. So if I remove all of these here, let me just send it to back, bring forward. Okay, so if I add the 35 EMA, so it's going to be this light purple EMA moving average. That is going to be a really important level for us to hold short term. We could have a quick bounce, but that is even below the 20 EMA. So you can just add the 35 EMA as the kind of plan B, your first plan B, then your plan B2, like your plan B number 2, you could say your plan C could be the 50 EMA on the weekly during massive corrections. And we've seen that happen back in 2021, where we had a correction all the way down to the 55 EMA on the chart. So 50% plus, yeah, 56%, 53, yeah, whatever, around 50% dump on Bitcoin. And you can imagine what the altcoins went through during that time. So you're looking at the 55, the 20 EMA. Another EMA you can add to your chart is the 10 EMA. And this is like a super short term moving average. And you can look at this as a quick bounce when we're in an uptrend. So the blue line here is the 10 EMA. And as you can see, we were bouncing off of it back in February. We had a bounce off of it here in October 2024, then once again in November. So this is just a short-term EMA. And then when you lose it, you typically see just a little bit of downside after that. And if you add the 35 EMA, you can see how the 35 EMA catches the price action candles after it loses the 10 EMA. You can add the 55 EMA below that, and you can see that if you lose the 35, the 55 catches the price. But that's just, if that's too technical for you, you can just have the 20 and the 55 on the chart. And once they cross, that's your bull market indicator for your chart. Okay, let me check if... Okay, yeah. Well, there's nothing I can do about the connection, unfortunately, because the snowfall just messes with the internet here. All right, let's go through some comments. You're from Volos. I haven't been to Volos. I've been to Santorini. Opinion for Cubic, 55 million transactions per second, insane. So my understanding of these big numbers for these for all these blockchains that are trying to boast their numbers, the thing is we don't have the demand nor the volume to actually put those claims to test. So these guys are saying 55 million. Some guys are saying 100,000 transactions per second, 500,000, but we don't have enough volume to actually, put that to test. So we don't know if that's true or not. We're going based on their words or on the tests that they have done, but we don't know what will actually happen once that type of volume comes in. And I don't know how long it's going to take for us to get to 55 million transactions per second. But I've looked at Cubic. We're going to take a look at it in a little while. Hazik, are the big crashes now over? Did we start with the small bull? So overall, we are in a bull market. This is just a correction within a bull market. We've seen that happen in 2021. We've seen that happen in 2017. So I would say if you're trying to compare bull markets, you're better off comparing this bull market to the 2021 bull market, because back in 2017 or 2013, the markets were very, very new and they did not have as much mass adoption and corporations and institutions buying into Bitcoin and into some altcoins the way they are right now. So it's a little bit of an uneven comparison, but 2021 and 2025 bull markets, those can be compared more or less. And by the looks of things, again, what I'm expecting is an all-time high for Bitcoin in the first half of 2025. After that, we have a correction into the summer of 2025, and then past the correction, we're going to be looking at a lower high for Bitcoin in the second half of 2025. So it's going to be a massive bull trap, just like how we had a massive bull trap in 2021 all the way back in November. Is the audio at least working fine? All right, at least the audio is working, so you can definitely hear what I'm saying. So that's just the TLDR on Bitcoin. If we start looking at a few posts here that I want to share with you. So MicroStrategy just bagged 3,177 Bitcoin worth $300 million. Michael Saylor is on fire. MSTR's treasury just pulled in a Bitcoin yield of 0.72% last week. That's 3,177 more Bitcoin straight to the balance sheets at 94K per coin. This is a $299 million gift to shareholders. So yeah, MicroStrategy is probably one of the hottest companies in the world right now. There is a bit of FUD going around with the fact that they're trying to increase or dilute the supply of coins, or rather, I should say, shares. And a lot of people are not too happy about that. Some people don't think it's going to affect them that much. And to be honest, if they keep if they keep this bullish narrative, and if they keep buying Bitcoin, and if they keep Bitcoin as essentially the main pillar behind their success, I don't think that's going to be a massive issue. But again, I'm not too involved with MicroStrategy, and I don't really. It's just lagging, mate. Yeah, I know it's lagging. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do, but we're not going to try to scroll across pages too quickly, just so we can have some mercy on the viewers. But again, MicroStrategy stacking, if you look at some on-chain indicators about smart and dumb money, the smart money is actually buying during this dip, while the dumb money is selling. So all the grandmas, all the aunties that bought into Bitcoin and all these meme coins during the most recent move to the upside, all of them are just selling at a loss, because they think everything's going to zero. And we covered a tweet from a influencer on Twitter yesterday, in yesterday's live stream, that was all doom and gloom, Bitcoin's going to zero, depression, etc. So once people see that and they kind of back that up with their own fear in combination, that just forces them to sell at a loss. And hey, we're all for it. You can sell us your coins at these cheap prices, and we're just going to keep buying them. Next up, Binance US is getting big. Crypto will anchor global finance by 2025. So the CEO, Norman Reed, says digital assets are unstoppable, even as the SEC fight drags on. Hopefully this narrative from the SEC is going to change, in 2025, as Gary the Clown Gensler resigns. He's slamming regulators for holding back innovation and hurting American consumers. Despite the heat, Reed says Binance.us has weathered the storm, and the SEC has shown no evidence of wrongdoing. With the SEC leadership on the horizon, or rather with the new SEC leadership on the horizon, could 2025 be crypto's breakout year? Binance US is ready to lead the charge. Are you ready to see crypto take over the financial world? So this could be good news for the US holders, and this might actually open the doors to more opportunities to US investors, because if you look at any launch pads, if you look at anything crypto related, there's always like big limitations in the US. You can't get a hold of all the tokens that you'd like to. You can't participate in all of the IDOs if you wanted to. So maybe this will change. Maybe this will change. The other thing is Japan is betting big on Bitcoin. Japanese company Metaplanet acquires 619.7 Bitcoin worth nearly 9.5 billion yen, or $60.4 million. And Japan or Japanese companies are buying in. Small Canadian companies are buying into Bitcoin. I mean, everyone is buying into Bitcoin. Now it's a race as to it's a race to see who is going to be the first one. You know, the first one is always the first one, and whoever's after that is the last one. So it's a race of trying to acquire as much Bitcoin as possible. Once the US does it, a lot of nations will follow. That's just my opinion. That's, I mean, logical, because the US is the number one economy in the world, and if they're doing something, the other one, the smaller nations, are going to follow. Obviously, El Salvador is one of the first ones to implement Bitcoin into their economy, and they've been doing great since then, even though they were met with a lot of criticism at the start. Let me check if we're... Okay, it seems that the stream is recovering a little bit. Let me know if it's still as laggy as it was. But that's just a few news pieces for you, just to kind of bring you out of this bearish narrative that people might be forcing onto you. Let's take a look at some token unlocks. So we have ATH, Aether, having a small unlock in 49 days. Yeah, it's just well, it's 11.08%, but that is supposed to be a linear unlock. So if we go to Aether, and we're going to talk about the AI coins that we're going to that I hold. We're going to talk about at least some of them. We don't have the token unlock here. Let's go to CryptoRank, and let's take a look at Aether. Let's go to the chart. So December 24. Okay, so those are just the small unlocks. I don't see any big ones. But it said 49 days. Let's see if we have any big ones. They have daily unlocks essentially of 0.14%, or like 0.08 of the current market cap. Yeah, I don't see any massive unlocks here. So I'm not sure what this unlock for token unlocks, what this unlock is. Okay, so send in your altcoins. I'm just going to quickly go through the some of the tokens that are getting unlocked, just so you know, and you can maybe look into your investing schedule. So Optimism is having an unlock in 6 days. IMX is having an unlock. ENA, which is Athena, is having an unlock in 9 hours. That's just 0.44%, so nothing huge. Caspa has a small unlock. If we go to the AI section again, so Echelon Prime, which is a gaming project that Alex Becker is bullish on. And IO, I don't remember what IO is, to be honest. Let's go to layer ones. So Sui has an unlock in 7 days, very small unlock. We have Zeta having a 9.35% unlock. Nothing massive, really. Nothing massive. XDC has a 5.63% unlock in 42 days. Nothing massive once again. ZK has a 20.9% unlock in 175 days. By that time, you should probably be out of the markets, to be honest. So nothing massive from what I can see. Let's go to DPen here. Yeah, that should be it. All right. The project that's on the thumbnail, which is Eternal AI, is something that we shared on Patreon. We got into this thing. I actually don't remember what the price is that we entered, but I do want to get that for you. So give me 1 second. I'm going to double check. So we got into this at 0.066 cents. So this was somewhere down here at the start of December, and we've already done 3x. It's a $40 million market cap project, very, very, very fresh. And they've been trading since, May 2024. So the only centralized exchange listing they have is MEXC. I don't know what Biking is. I don't know what that is. So yeah, I personally have it on MEXC. And of course, you can get it on Uniswap. The volume on Uniswap is almost $2 million. And that is, look, the volume is up 319% in the past 24 hours. So this is just another example of the coins we share on Patreon. So if you are looking to get into some projects that potentially still haven't moved up completely, look into Patreon. We've had good entries into Arkham, into Injective, into GraphLink, into Eternal AI, and some other AI projects. Do you have Arkham? Yes, I do have Arkham, one of my largest holdings in my portfolio. I use the Arkham Intelligence platform on a constant basis. I set up alerts for some whale wallets in some crypto projects that I hold, because I want to see what the whales are doing. And if the whales are taking massive profits, then that means I should probably start selling if I think the markets is coming up, or the markets are coming up to a cycle top. And going back to what Dinside was asking about the small bull. So I think we can probably continue going sideways, or we can even continue going a little bit more to the downside until the inauguration, and then we can have a massive rally. Of course, we could have some more bullish news at the start of 2025, like Tesla accepting Bitcoin as payments for their vehicles, or China unbanning Bitcoin, or maybe China proposing some, very pro-crypto policies, because as of right now, Hong Kong is the only, part of, or unofficial part of China that is crypto-friendly to an extent. And we'll see if maybe that could be a thing on the mainland in 2025. And that's what some people are expecting. And of course, the strategic Bitcoin reserve for the US, and all of that we're expecting from the beginning of 2025. So until then, until January, I would say don't have massive expectations for a alt season recovery. It is possible, of course, but let's try to stay conservative. Let's try to assess the situation every time there's a pump. Especially if you're new to the markets, try to take some profits off the table and make sure to have some spare cash on the sidelines. But we are in a bull market right now, and I guess by the small bull, you mean the alt season, and I think that's coming back in January as well. What do you see Arkham hitting this cycle? I'm really bullish on what they're doing. Like, I really like their platform, and to be honest, I see this going up to $5 billion, maybe even more. So we'll see. I have an exit strategy for Arkham, but I'm a little bit more bullish now on the project, and I think that I should update my exit strategy on Patreon. So if you're interested in that, we'll be doing an update soon. Cardano doesn't have unlocks. That is true. Actually, well, the only unlocks they have, technically speaking, are the staking rewards, if I remember correctly. And they could have some leftover tokens for marketing and some sort of incentives, but I could be wrong. And I don't have any Cardano anymore. I took profits on most of my legacy coins, and I still have Eagled and Polygon. Those are the two, you could say, legacy coins that I still own. Okay, so it's because you said Cardano has a big unlock in December. That's interesting. Let's take a look at ADA and let's see if they have an unlock. If they don't have... Cardano token unlock December 26th. Let's just double check this. There's no specific mention of Cardano unlock. However, I found some relevant data. Okay. So let's just... Cardano, Jito, and Aptos set for $700 million token unlock this month. So 18.3 or 18.53 million ADA tokens will be unlocked. Okay, so December 4th, at approximately $20 million, the tokens representing less than 0.1% of the circulating supply will go towards staking and treasury funding reserves. ADA has risen 8% in the past week. Okay. So that was the December 4th unlock. So nothing specific about an unlock on December 26th. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure if you if you have the article for that, or where'd you get that from? That's the new FUD on Twitter. Okay, well, I don't follow Cardano on Twitter too much, so I don't know. But yeah, that's possible. So that's possible. That is just FUD from Twitter because I don't see any unlocks here. I just want to go. I just want to start from the beginning. So Fala Pump, Georgie, Rudolph, how are you doing, my friend? So we're going to go through your requests, and then I'll show you a few AI coins that I would be looking into. So Fala is a Polkadot project, and you're saying it's having a pump here. Okay, it is having a pump. Did it get a Binance listing? Is that why? Or was it on Binance? I think it was on Binance. What is the reason for the pump? I'm not sure. Can you take a look at Cubic? We'll take a look at Cubic as well, my friend. Okay, but let's go to the weekly. Let's see what's going on here. It's not the most bullish chart, guys. That was actually one of the things that I didn't like about Fala when I was looking into it, because I was trying to pick some Polkadot projects. Okay, I think we're lagging just a little bit. Apologies here. Okay, should be all good now. So no, it's not too bullish. That's all I'm going to say about Fala. I'm not too bullish on Fala. Like we weren't able to break past the April 2022 high on multiple occasions now. And yes, if we do it this time around, there could be a pump after that. But there were a lot of projects that you could have gotten into that outperformed Fala by a mile. So from the bottom prices in October 2022, right now we're only up 3x, and we're up approximately 5x in March 2024. So you could have had a nice move to the upside. You could have taken out your initial investment if you wanted to get into this, but this chart is not looking too good. Things could change in 2025, obviously, with a bullish announcement, or if the Polkadot ecosystem takes off in the next year, we could have a recovery. But as of right now, this is not looking too bullish. That's just my opinion. And let's take a look at Cubic. So I gave you essentially the tactics that these projects use to kind of present themselves as the fastest blockchain when we don't have enough volume to reach those, 200,000 transactions per second yet. At least, maybe you have some data that goes against what I'm saying. I would be glad to review it, but as far as I'm concerned, we don't have enough adoption and volume. Let's go to Cubic. Oh, wait, hold on. Is it Cubics or is it Cubic? What's the ticker? Is it the one that has the Q in there? Okay, so I think it's this one. It's this one that you were talking about, and we looked at it on one of my recent streams. So $427 million market cap. The tokenomics are looking good. We have a few centralized exchange listings, so we could still have some upside potential with Binance, OKX, Bybit, Kraken listings. That could definitely push the price to the upside, and that's why I like getting into projects that aren't listed on these massive tier 1 exchanges. Let's open up the price action chart for Cubic and let's see what we can see. Let's just do gate. Okay, so this is the weekly chart for Cubic, and you can see the 20 EMA is holding us as support. So essentially we're wicking down to the 20 EMA, and that's where you could set up some limit orders and pick up some tokens in that range. So that's going to be right around 0.5027083, okay? If we switch over to the daily, the picture changes just a little bit. Let's see if we can set up a channel pattern here. I guess not really. If you want to, if you like including wicks in your patterns, you can have this as a channel down pattern, but I try to only use body candles. Or the bodies of the candles, you could say. Now, on this Fibonacci retracement that we set up on the previous stream, oops. I keep moving these things. It's really annoying. So the 1.272 here is acting as support. So we can set that price mark over there. And the Fibonacci that we have is from the bottom here in November this year and the top in September 2024. And we essentially went all the way up to the second fib level. So you could have secured some profits at the 1.618 and then more profits at the second fib level. And you lost this support that was, I hoped it would hold us. This was the June and the July local tops. So based on these two touches of resistance, we were hoping that this level would be flipped to support, but we're battling it out right now. Let's hope we can start back testing these levels as support. You can see the 1.414 is right there. And like this green block is going to be the perfect area to consolidate in before having the next leg up. And then if we drop lower, of course, by all means, you can continue dollar cost averaging. But I'm just saying the 1.272 is a really good entry point. If you're feeling a little bit more risky, the 1.414 above that is going to be a good entry point. And if I add the price tag in that level, so 0.5031759. Now from the local top, we corrected approximately 48%. Right now we're sitting at a 31% correction. So it's still a more or less a good buying price for Cubic. And look at the daily RSI. It has recovered from the overbought. The weekly RSI is still in the middle. So I think that's all fine. So you can buy in if you like the project. Abhiram is asking for LKI. Let's take a look at LKI, and I don't remember any projects under this ticker. Leica AI, $11 million market cap. Okay, so this has seen some massive pumps recently, which is to be expected. We have a KuCoin, Mexi, and Gate.io listing. Let's go to the token unlock schedule. So it's a monthly unlock of around 4%. And those are linear unlocks. So they don't get unlocked at the same time, or this is not a one-time unlock. This 4% will take, months or sometimes years to fully unlock. So what are these guys doing? Is this like an AI agent? So they're trying to provide a suite of tools for navigating the complex world of crypto and DeFi. The overview is they have an AI analysis platform, real-time insights, multi-chain functionality, customizable alerts, and on-chain feed. So this is like a data aggregator, a data AI aggregator. They have their what do you call it? Extension, strategic partners and backers. So Google, they're claiming they have Google Covalent, which is a project that I used to hold. I don't hold it anymore at the moment. I'd love to get back into it. Polygon, Avalanche, and AWS, Amazon, which is massive. But of course, we have to double check all of this, and we have to verify all of this because we cannot simply go based on what these guys say. So let's verify the vesting schedule. Now let's go to token sale. Okay, investors and backers. So I don't see Amazon, I don't see Google, but maybe they have something on their Twitter. Let's go to their Twitter. They have Twitter interactions, which is good. I'm very bullish on Cubic. I think it's project for 10 billion. I haven't done too much research into it, so I can't tell you as to how bullish their fundamentals are. It's a $400 million market cap, so it is a little bit on that higher end in terms of mid caps. But yeah, if you think it has a $10 billion dollar market cap potential, then you can definitely continue stacking throughout this correction. Of course, not financial advice. So let's try to search Leica AI partners with Google. Okay, so Leica AI joins Google in their startup programs, proudly announces its selection of for Google's AI startup program, a strategic initiative aimed at supporting startups specializing in artificial intelligence. This program, curated by Google, nurtures innovative AI ventures like Leica AI, empowering them to revolutionize industries through groundbreaking AI advancements. So, okay, so this has been officially announced. That's interesting. Yeah, I haven't heard about this project, so this is why I love interacting live, and this is why we're a good community, because we're helping each other to find out all of these bullish projects that could potentially make us a lot of life-changing money during this bull market. But yeah, the fact that they don't have Kraken, they don't have OKX, they don't have BitGet, they don't have Bybit, they don't have HGX, they don't have BingX, they don't have anything except Mexi, Gate, KuCoin, and then PancakeSwap. So this is actually really bullish. I would say $11 million market cap is still very low. So if you're looking to get into this right now, that's fine. But then if we have a drop, just buy more. Just buy double of what you bought here. So very bullish, very bullish. Let's save this to my watch list. I'll definitely keep an eye out. Thank you, Abhiram, for sharing this project. Let's just continue going through their website. I want to see what they have in terms of their roadmap. Leica leverages biggest players in Web3 and Web2. AWS is known for its security, high performance, and accessibility. It currently hosts some of the largest firms in the world, including Netflix, Airbnb, NASA, and General Electric. Through an AWS grant, Leica AI gains exclusive access to AWS back-end services, APIs, and data center features. These resources have helped the protocol become a pioneering force in the AI Web3 market. So interesting, very interesting. Chainlink CCPI. Leica AI integrates the CCIP and Chainlink oracles to improve AI data models and the responsiveness of the network. This strategy adds another layer of real-world data to Leica AI. So again, they're using Chainlink, and Chainlink is everywhere. Wife-changing money for some. For some, it's wife-changing money. For some, it's wife keeping money. This depends on the situation. Arbitrum. Very interesting. Google. So we looked at the Google one. And Space ID. So actually, Space ID was a project that we covered on Patreon when it was still a low cap gem, and now it's a $400 million market cap. Yeah, we were talking about it like back in 2023 when it was sitting below like 70 million, I believe, or something like that. So I'm actually surprised that I haven't heard about this AI project. 45 days, 90 days, 180, 365 days, you have an 800 or 180% APY. So I would not be locking any of my coins. I unstaked most of my coins as of today. Like as of right now, most of my coins are unstaked. The only ones that I have staked are, I think it's only Near Protocol, to be honest, because Near has a 2-day unlock period. So I don't have to wait for like 4 weeks to have my Near tokens. So that's my suggestion. Look over the unlock stages or periods for your tokens if you're staking them, and see whether it's worth unstaking right now, a little bit in advance, a little bit early maybe, but just in case you have those massive pumps in 2025, you're able to take profits on the spot. Because trust me, the profits that you're going to make are going to outweigh the staking rewards. You don't want to be in a staking pool losing out on some potential 3 to 4 to 10 to 20 X's, because by the time you unstake, after you see this massive pump and you unstake, the pump could have been over by that point and you could have seen like a 30-40% correction. So you're going to miss out on some potential gains if you're staking. In my opinion, you should be staking heavy during bear markets. During a bull market, you should be unstaking and you should be taking profits, and you should be like playing with your profits and taking out your initial investments, moving over some profits into newer projects, and so on and so forth. But again, that's just my opinion. You don't have to do anything, but definitely look into this. We'll see, because I'm using Arkham a lot. If this is going to be a better, I guess it's a little bit different to what Arkham is doing, to be honest. It's not a direct competitor. But I'm definitely going to start looking into this ASAP. And if it's as bullish as I think it is, I'm probably going to be buying into this, because Amazon, Google backed $11 million market cap. This could rip. Okay. And we're probably going to end it on that. I apologize for the technical issues throughout the live stream. There's nothing I can do about that, unfortunately, because, like I said, we have had a massive snowfall, and typically that's what happens when you have snowfalls, at least where I'm at, and you have intranet connection interruptions, which is unfortunately. But let's that's it for the token requests. Let's go to the AI sector like I promised, and let's go through some AI coins that I would be looking into. I'm not going to give away all of the AI coins from Patreon, because obviously I want to preserve the value of Patreon, because some people are paying monthly to get access to all of my calls, all of my portfolios. I just don't want to give it away for free to everyone. That wouldn't be fair. I hope you understand. So Near Protocol, the top AI play in my opinion. You can't go wrong if you go with Near Protocol. If you don't have any Near at the moment and you're looking for a safe altcoin, this is definitely the one to look into. Another one is Render, and this one has already went up so much. So I don't know if you can be expecting another 20x from Render. However, a safe 5x at least, I think, is definitely possible. So look into Render, look into Near. ICP is another AI project. Some people are saying it's not an AI project, but it actually is. But I don't have any ICP. BitTensor is also a really bullish AI coin, but it has gone up so much recently. I don't think it's the best coin to be getting into. Let's go down the list a little bit to see if we can catch or spot any like 20 to 50x coins. So this is a coin sitting at $600 million market cap, and this is Grass. And I do own Grass. I'm bullish on Grass, and I think this could do a 20x. This could do a 20x. So Grass is a newer project on Solana as well. Anything on Solana, on Base, on Sui/Aptos is probably going to be outperforming other projects. If it's an AI project on Solana, that means it's bullish ×2, guys. So make sure to look into Grass. IO.net, this is something that was recommended to me, but I don't have it. Echelon Prime, so Alex Becker is bullish on this. I don't believe he holds any Echelon Prime, but look into Echelon Prime. The market cap is around 400 million. Arkham, we discussed this already. Only $360 million market cap. Now, there is token dilution, right? The supply gets diluted by new tokens. It's not a lot, but you can feel it. Over time, you can see that the market cap is sitting, for example, at the same pretty much market cap it was a few months ago, but the price is slightly lower than it was a few months ago. That is because the supply gets diluted. But I think with what Arkham are doing, this is going to see a massive pump. And in my opinion, $10 is definitely possible. I'm just going to say that $10 is is definitely going to happen for Arkham. But let's imagine a situation where Arkham is sitting at $9, $10, and Bitcoin is sitting at $200,000. At that point, it doesn't matter what your convictions are, you should be selling, because you're going to be caught in a bull trap, guys. No matter what your number on a screen or what your fantasy of the number on the screen that you want to see, whether it's $10, $20, if the market is flashing red, if the market is flashing bearish divergence, if the market is flashing, hey, you want to be selling right now because you're going to get wrecked, you better sell, right? If your technical target is not met, that's fine. Just sell and get out of the markets. Now, if as you're going up, your targets are met one by one, great, start selling. No problem with that. But if they're not, you should still sell, and you have to mentally prepare for that, because in your mind, you could have a certain amount of profits that you're expecting from this bull market, but things don't always play out the way you want them to play out. I've learned that the hard way in the past 4 years, and I'm just trying to kind of prepare you for what's about to come. Prices are going to skyrocket, and you will be making good money, but you will start getting more greedy. That's just the human nature of it. And unless you can control that greed, you're going to lose on all of that profit. You're going to lose all your money, just like 90% of people. And then or rather, you can hold the tokens that you're going to suffer the correction with for the next 2 to 3 years in a bear market, or you're going to have to sell at a loss. So that's a tough decision. Not everyone wants to make that decision. I want you guys to sell before the cycle top, and I want you to hold that cash for the next bear market, and then you can deploy hard and big time into these altcoins, or whatever the altcoins you're going to be deploying into at that time, at the end of 2026, let's say, or early 2027. When you're deploying with a massive stack of cash, your next cycle top in 2028, 9, whatever, is going to be, the profits from that stack is going to be much different to what you're going to be looking at the end of this cycle. So that's just the long-term mentality you want to use, because if you're focused in on the numbers on the screen, and unless Arkham gets to $20, you're not selling, you're going to miss out on a lot of profits that way. That's just my warning to all of you. Another project you can look into is Destra. The top YouTubers in the AI and crypto sectors are calling Destra the #1 AI project in the space. So I would not be surprised if this goes to like a $3 to $4 to $5 billion market cap, maybe even $10 billion. Who knows? We'll see how bullish it gets. But I have Destra, I think it's in my top 10 holdings, just because of how bullish it's being painted. And the market cap is not super low cap, but this is one that we hold. Also look into Track. I don't hold any Track, but I would look into this. There is Cubic that we just covered recently. PAL and TARS, all of these were pumping like crazy. I would be careful getting into them. You can look into Flux, decentralized storage. I do own Flux, very bullish on Flux. Casper, the chart looks horrible. I'm bearish on the chart. Humans.ai, I don't think I looked into this. CGPT, another AI project for you. Fala, that's something we covered. Node AI was a project that we were talking about, I believe, when it was sitting at like a $40 million market cap, maybe 50. I can't remember exactly, but I wasn't able to get into this, unfortunately. So I hope this dips big time and I can buy it. And then we have Nosana. This GPU distribution project on Solana is going to rip in 2025, in my opinion. Their mainnet launch is set for January 14th. So it's going to be bullish for this. And as we're approaching the $100 million range, I'm probably going to stop there, because I don't want to reveal all of the AI coins that we're in. Again, that's reserved for the patrons, but you can look into Altura. This is a gaming project that we were getting into at 3.5 cents on Patreon, and it's reached already, I think, 16, 17 cents. But I think $1 billion market cap for this gaming infrastructure project that's already dipping its toes into AI is a moderate estimate. It's already $113 million market cap. Less than a tax would put it at $1 billion. which would put it at a $1 price tag because the total supply of tokens is 990 million. The entire supply is out in circulation. So the tokenomics are great. The narrative is great. And it's got big names like Alex Becker pumping the project behind the scenes and on YouTube. And they're also big bag holders. So that's the breakdown on the AI coins, guys. Just a quick shout out, Theta, Injective. You can look into all of these. By the way, Injective, we got into it at $1.40 on Patreon back in 2022. So again, that's just another reminder as to why some of our patrons are doing really well and why I'm doing really well on some of the early entries during the bear market. And yeah, that should be it, guys. Let me know if you have any other AI projects that you want me to look into. Leave a comment down below. Thank you all for joining the live stream. Again, I apologize for the technical difficulties. Nothing I can do about that. But make sure to check out our Patreon. The link is down below in the description. And if you're looking to get a ledger, which I think is a must, feel free to check out the link down below in the description. You're going to get $10 to $20 in Bitcoin if you get the ledger through the referral link. You don't have to, but I think having a ledger or any cold storage wallet is very, very important. This is not a paid ad. This is just me using my referral link from my ledger account. That's all. Thank you all for watching. Stay safe, guys, and goodbye.